this 15-minute gentle yoga class, we'll be focusing on breathing with pain. Unfortunately, pain is a part of life, and we cannot always avoid what is just uncomfortable and unpleasant. And so in this class, I want to focus on the biggest tool that we have in our toolbox, which is how we respond to pain and how we respond to challenging moments. This matters. And the more that we can stay anchored with our breath and anchored with our body, we can be better able to make decisions that will help us versus harm us. So let's begin. Sit comfortably and cross your ankles or stagger your legs. Place your hands over your knees with the palms facing up as a signal to receive energy. Close your eyes and just find out where your breath is today. Notice if you feel the capacity to take a deep breath in here. And if there's any struggle or lack of smoothness on your exhale, pay attention to if you've been holding your breath for the majority of the day. How does it feel to finally take these deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth or out through your nose? On your inhale, feel your spine rise and get taller. On your exhale, feel the tension in your shoulders go as they drop down, release, and relax further into your seat. Notice where your body is gripping and do your best to be with it, and try not to force anything else. And then inhale, coming up for neck rolls, blink your eyes open, place your hands at the side of your hips, and then slowly lower your left ear to left shoulder, come to center, and then bring your right ear to right shoulder and come to center. Connect with your breath. Exhale, you lower the ear, inhale, center. Exhale, you lower the other ear, inhale, center. Do this a few rounds, and then inhale, come back to center. And then we'll switch. Exhale, bring your chin to chest, and then inhale, center. Exhale, look up. Inhale, center. Exhale, look down. Finding the flexion and extension in your cervical spine. Do this a few rounds as well, taking your time to really sync up with your breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn your chin over your right shoulder, and then inhale, center. Exhale, turn your left chin to left shoulder. Inhale, center. And then switch between the two. Now you're finding that twist on both sides. Option to look down as you are twisting to your left shoulder, and then look up. And so now you're adding the flexion extension as well as the twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. So right ear to right shoulder, and then up to the ceiling, looking down and looking up. Inhale, find center, shaking it out. And exhale, we'll do some shoulder rolls. Place your hands into a fist and then bring your elbows at a 90-degree angle. Your hands are out in front of you. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and forward and down. Do this 3 to 5 times. Inhale, really feeling the space you can get, and exhale, letting that go. Then we'll switch directions. Inhale, reach the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, up, back, and down. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, release. Then let's isolate it one shoulder at a time. So inhale, roll the right shoulder up and forward. Exhale, roll the left shoulder up and forward, and then switch. You're going to roll right, left, and then switch it as you go. Inhale, roll the left shoulder up and back, and then exhale, roll the right shoulder up and back. So we want to make that movement as fluid as we can. And it's a little bit tricky switching directions like that, so have some grace for yourself. Tension softens when we stop trying to fight it. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, we'll go into a seated cat-cow. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, lift your heart, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, feeling how much you can lift your heart up, and exhale, how much can you lift the backside of your heart up. Repeating, synchronizing with the breath to movement. Let your spine move the way it wants. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it can be kind, right? Having that self-love and kindness for ourselves. Inhale, center. Exhale, find a seated side stretch. Reach your right arm up and over, and exhale, start to lean to your left. Feel the length all along the right side of the body. This is an area that can get stiff, especially if we kind of lose focus of it, kind of forget about our side body, and it's important for breathing. So inhale, come back to center, and exhale, reach your left arm back up, or this time your left arm up and over, and your right arm goes out to the side as you lean to your right. You'll feel the stretch all along the left side of your body. Inhale, center. Exhale, shake it out. Inhale, we'll come into a child's pose. So come on to your hands and knees first to transition. And then exhale, you can send your knees or open your knees as wide as your mat and cross your big toe over one another. So whichever big toe. Walk your hands forward and place your forehead down on the mat. Take a moment to nod your forehead side to side. Massage the spot between your eyebrows and allow this posture to invite softness into places where we hold tight. So again, the sides of our bodies we can easily forget about, which are crucial for breathing, and we may hold a lot of tension here. Usually the back. And so I want us to come back to the breath here. And if having your knees in towards your chest kind of makes you hold it, notice that as well. And do your best to just keep breathing. If you'd like a side body stretch, inhale, walk your hands over to your left, and exhale. You can place your forehead back down on your mat if you lifted it. Take a few breaths here, and then inhale, come back to center, lifting your forehead if that helps. And then exhale, coming to a side stretch over to the right, lowering the forehead down, holding for a couple breaths. And then when both sides feel nice and even, and it feels like there's been more space created, you can start to think about coming back to center. Inhale and exhale. So often we may think that we have to push pain away or force it away, when sometimes it's just allowing it to be there that actually gives it space and allows it to go away without us having to do much of anything at all. On your inhale, rise up and swing your legs out in front of you. Exhale, roll onto your back with your knees bent, lower all the way down onto the ground. And then inhale, hug your left knee in towards your heart, straighten your right leg. Exhale, supine twist, bring your left leg over to the right, and you can bring your arms out to a T. Let your chin roll to your left shoulder. Close your eyes and see if you can let go of tension here. This is a tricky posture because sometimes it can feel unsafe to release tension in the body here. You may automatically tighten up. You may also need like a block under your top knee, or you may need to bend both knees. So take the time here to create the safety in order for you to let go of the tension you're holding. Inhale, bring your left knee back to center. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, hug your right knee in. Exhale, supine twist over to your left. So that top right leg goes to the left side, arms out to a T, chin to the right shoulder. And again, scanning your body as you breathe in and slowly breathe out. Where does your attention need to be given so that you can create that safety and let your body know it is okay to be here? Letting it know that movement is medicine, even when it feels small, right? Each transition that we make, even though we're holding these postures, there's something happening in between as well. Inhale, hug your right knee in. Exhale, lower it. Or actually, let's keep both knees bent. So bend your other knee. Inhale. Exhale, windshield wipe your legs. Let the knees lower to your left and then lower to your right. You can goal post your arms by bringing them to a 90-degree angle with the palms facing up. This can be a nice way to release the hips. You can add your neck by lowering the chin to the opposite side. So knees to the right, chin to the left. You could hold for a little bit. Inhale, center switch, knees to the left, chin to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, let's find a low bridge. So bring your knees to center. Inhale. Exhale, press your palms into the mat and gently lift your heels, gently lift your bum off the ground. You'll also be pressing down into your heels. Give a gentle squeeze into the inner thighs and do your best to focus on allowing the breath to move as you're here because we want to find that stability. We want that core activation, but we don't want to over tense the core. Inhale. Exhale, lower your bum all the way down to your mat and take a moment. Inhale. Exhale, let's find a constructive rest. Let your knees knock in and touch one another. And let your heels go wider than your hips so you can step them further apart. And then close your eyes, arms at the side of your body, palms facing up. And just feel the breath soften your body here. So each new transition, each new shape that your body takes, allow there to be space and time for your body to soften into it, for you to learn that you can be here, and for you to have that practice of supporting yourself, knowing that whatever shape you make, whatever modifications you need, that is you showing up for yourself, showing up for your body, and creating that safe space. That is going to be way more important than how you look, how far you go in any given posture. That'll set a kind of freedom that I think we would all like to have. Inhale, option 2, wiggle your arms and legs and just kind of slowly think about coming up to a seat and concluding your practice. As you can see, I've rolled onto my side. If you'd like to do that, inhale, exhale, roll onto the side. I did the right side, so right arm is on bottom. Exhale. Inhale, gently press up to a seat. Now, if you need more time in your constructive rest or you need a shavasana, you can stay here. But thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.